Oh my god, dude, this is one of I never get to commentate Phenom sets, and I'm so glad that I do, because Fox is one of the sickest characters in this game. You disagree? You disagree? To watch? I think that mashing is a cool thing to watch. I like watching mashing, and, okay.
This little rat.
I wish this was vodka.
Yeah, every time I see Fox, I wish I had
You
a
guys
shot
are
of
hating
vodka too.
on Fox?
Bro, don't get
Are
me
you
started,
smoking
bro.
crack?
Don't get me started, bro. If I get hit by another dash attack, nair,
I'm
dash
not
attack, nair.
talking about as a player.
Nah,
I'm
son.
talking about as a spectator.
Nah, son. Nah,
guys-
son, I can't. You're right.
You guys are the biggest haters of all time.
It lives in my heart,
This
bro.
is the most ridiculous. Smash players will never be satisfied.
My chest hurts every time I
Smash
see a
players
combo.
will never be said. Well, you like Captain Falcon?
I just start coughing. Yeah, Falcon sucks too. No, I'm playing. Okay. Anyway, no, all joking aside, yes, Fox is sick.
I'm legitimately incensed right now. I
No,
can't
Fox-
believe that people
Fox
are
is sick.
next to me hating on Fox.
I mean, I do hate Fox, but we got it. You
not
got it.
as a spectator.
It could be worse.
And we'll be going up against Zaheer, by the way. So that's your matchup. I do think that if you win this, the next match is to make it out of pools.
Oh, wow. Is it only 4 games?
Depending on if you started in the back of the bracket or not.
3 to 4.
Okay.
It's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 or 4.
Okay.
3 or 4 to make it out. And Phenom looking for, I believe, the second win.
Oh, no. He
Right
hates
now.
this character.
He does hate
He hates
Rob.
this character with a passion. Speaking of, well, yeah, exactly.
But he better learn how to fight against Rob if he's, gonna live in this region.
He has been trying. For a while, this has been the, #1 frustration character.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure if Zaheer, just being unfamiliar with that player, has the caliber to frustrate Phenom as best as possible.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, just having this character on the screen, nerve is poking out of Phenom's forehead.
You started the match with tilt factor 1 in your favor.
Right. Small advantage.
But it's up to Phenom to, again, just try and accept that, oh, well, this is part of the game. Sometimes I'm going to have to fight against Rob, and I just got to do my best. And, again, the experience kind of showing right now. I mean, we haven't seen any of the big, crazy combo strings that we would normally see on Rob. I think one of the biggest things that Phenom definitely needs to do that I'm already noticing, if I compare to Light, for example, right, who is in a league of his own, but this ledge trapping has especially got to be on point by Phenom.
Okay. Uncharacteristic, he didn't pull the trigger right there, but he pulled it earlier when Zaheer was obviously shielding.
I think that it was definitely a little bit harder in that situation just because, never mind. Forget what I'm saying. That, the down air is weird, but can't get hit by that gyro.
Not gyro, not the Shockwave 100 trophy.
Not the trophy. Ooh, caught him with the up air, though. That was so high.
I mean, obviously, I feel like, well, not obviously, let me not say that, but
no, you can say obviously. You're a smart guy.
From what we've seen from Phenom so far, he looks like he's a little bit jumpy, so he's pressing a lot of buttons. I don't think he wants Zaheer to set up or even get comfortable.
Yeah, and normally as Fox, the way that you do that is you just leverage crazy pressure and speed. It doesn't have to be your buttons. You can kind of fake those approaches to your opponents. Light does that all the time, where there will be a dash up and a short hop, and then he'll do nothing for a full second.
Right.
And his opponent will usually pull the trigger on something.
Yes, and Phenom definitely has shades of that in his play.
Right there, nice tomahawk. That's a just staple of Fox play. Nice trying to approach with the nair. If that was a soft nair, it would have confirmed into an up smash, but it wouldn't have killed anyways, as we see from that down air confirm.
Back air?
Yep.
Sometimes that move lies, so you got to make sure. And Phenom now pulling ahead.
Oh, okay, he actually waited for the spot dodge, but it was still just a little bit too early. Ultimate spot dodges are quite good.
Quite.
Quite, yes, sir. Okay.
All right. Good patience from Zaheer.
Yeah, I think that he's starting to pick up on the fact that Phenom really does like to focus in on trying to get that gyro just out of the way. He doesn't want to deal with it.
Right. So maybe the counterplay. Zaheer's maybe thinking about it. Can it save him this game?
Well, it's starting off.
Yeah, he's going to need this right here. Oh, okay. Excellent spacing. Fox is light, so this is danger zone.
Good DI, though, and now you get a juggle on Rob, who's burned the air dodge as well, so even more. But did not respect that landing nair. If you want to contest that nair, you have to hit it before it comes out most of the time. Or you have to be behind Rob.
Right.
So you're taking time, just not wanting to deal with that back air, and Phenom again dropping that tech chase.
See, there's that antsiness coming through that I was talking about earlier. He's pulling the trigger. And you can afford to do it. You've got a whole entire stock to work with. He's at over 100, and you've got confirms you can rely on. But in a universe somewhere, Zaheer might catch a Gimp.
Or just, you know, out neutral to the win here, because I think
It's also possible, yes.
the difference that we're seeing is that Phenom's having to work so much harder to get that kill. And Zaheer's keeping it bread and butter, right? Just like, all right, I know what is, I'm not going to drop, right? Whereas Phenom, just by virtue of playing Fox, has to work really hard or get some crazy reads. And I think Zaheer's really tuning into the win conditions, right? Where it's like, all right, I can't get down aired, I can't get soft hit and aired, so I'm going to make sure that I'm out of range of those
Holding
things
shield,
where I'm holding that shield. Yeah. It's here, like you said, jumpy in like more than one way, like in the literal sense as well. Phenom's done a lot of that. Now the down air's not confirming either.
Oh, and look at these percents. This can be very dangerous, but Phenom sneaks in the short hop up air in the neutral as well.
And that before the back air came out too. That's exactly what I was talking about. That yeah, Rob has some pretty dangerous landing options, but at the end of the day, they're slow to start, and that's where you can punish him. But you do have to commit to that.
You've got to get there first, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of, I think, the counterplay we're seeing, the meta that's being played in between these two players is that Phenom doesn't have a problem with testing that limit. You know, like, I will hit shield enough times to know that one of these is going to come through. And we saw Zaheer kind of slow down, get the shield out, the patient neutral, like you were saying, not worrying about anything else but the potential confirms. So I wonder if this game 2 will play out any similarly. Whoa, I don't even know. Will play out similarly?
Yeah.
Right.
Is that
Or
an
we'll see
unnecessary
something.
word?
Yeah,
I've been there
I do
before.
is unnecessary.
I want to sound smarter. You got to throw in some more words. The Phenom gotta, like you said, you know, get those confirms down. I mean, I feel like in the head-to-head sort of determining how the players are playing, right? What do I have to do to beat you? Phenom has a very good idea of it, just hasn't been able to lock down the things that will lead to the stocks, whereas Zaheer, on the other hand, has just been, I mean, it's tortoise in the hare, right? I mean, Zaheer's just been so slow and steady that game 1 ended up being very, very close.
Ooh, that gyro drop and the laser was cute. And it was fat damage as well.
Coverage. Ooh, high side B. Just a burst into center stage, and now Zaheer with the ledge trap in order, but I love the patience there from Phenom.
Because that back air definitely would have done it, and he's got to be a little bit more patient. You don't want to run into a random aerial.
Oh,
like, hey, yo!
Yeah. That didn't kill. Well, okay, I had the percents mixed up in my head. I was like, that didn't kill. I saw Rob's 99 post hit, and I was like, okay. Post magnifying glass even.
Right.
Okay, so that situation I want to nitpick Phenom on right there, because he had the back air, finally does get that tech chase. Zaheer's done that roll back out of the down air every single time. But that ledge trap, Phenom could have picked that up light in that exact situation every time without fail, unless his opponent has shown roll in, will always back air twice, especially if that second back air is going to shield poke. And Phenom did not go for the second one. And again, you don't do that if you think they're going to roll.
Right.
But otherwise, you keep the pressure on. And now Zaheer, evening up that game with the forward air, go right back to 2 stocks apiece.
It can be very hard when you're playing against, you know, obviously a very strong character like Rob. Sometimes, you know, what seems like guarantees, you know, the double back air, the pressure you can exert when playing against a character like this. Sometimes you get nervous. Sometimes the risk doesn't, you know, outweigh the reward.
You gotta trust your fingers, man. You know, if you can do it in practice, you can do it in game.
Oh!
Ooh. That one would have killed. That one would have done. And now Zaheer fighting back into center stage. I mean, the boxing options have been so good.
Oh, he literally
rolled
rolled the other way every time.
I feel like what I'm seeing from Phenom is he's applying like an amount of respect that, like, I think that you're going to change it up now. You're a good enough player that you're going to constantly change all these things up. But Zaheer has shown that you don't really have to.
Right.
Ooh,
Oh,
great
speaking
mix-up.
of back airs, that was fantastic. The turnaround slide animation, he wasted so much time with that. I don't think Zaheer knew what the mix-up, where it was coming from. Excellent pivot grab.
High recovery will get caught out, but not killed just yet. Gyro might be setting up for it. Oh, the
Oh
drift!
my goodness.
I haven't seen a drift like that since I watched Initial D.
And I can't believe it didn't catch him.
It went so far, and yet Phenom got out of the way in the late air as well, catching the air dodge. Phenom's patience has suddenly just skyrocketed. He is waiting for Zaheer to swing.
Right, right. That good recovery just turned into a fantastic stock.
Oh,
He did again!
He's out of the way! He does not get spun on and comes right
Relocated.
in. Oh. The bicycle kick to take it. Phenom looking so nice
He
at the end of that
He didn't want to
set.
deal with no more Rob.
No,
No more Rob.
He said no more of that.
No more Rob.
No more of that.
Yeah. And he pulled the trigger. Very, very nice. That is Phenom. I mean, we know that's why we love him so much. We're excited when he comes out to tournaments because he's not afraid to exert pressure as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I think that at the end of the day, that set got cleaned up really nicely because Phenom just got those stocks early. And as Fox, you keep that pressure on, you force your opponent to start swinging at you, you start looking real nice.
And some excellent recoveries from Phenom as well.
Yeah, it can't be understated. Those recoveries were incredible.
Both of them. I think both of them were key, honestly. So, man, fantastic. I mean, we're just blowing through players right now.
I wouldn't say that.
You're right.
Personally, I mean, I might. I'm
You're
surprised
right.
to hear it from you.
Pause. Anyway, man, are we still in?
We're still in Wave A.
Who's yelling?
Some amount
Upsets?
of people.
Oh, man, there's got to be upsets right by now, huh?
Most surely. I'm trying to look through the bracket to see if anything crazy has happened. Mad Ike came up and beat Trey 5 for one, which is Ike Steve again.
Ooh, okay.
So showing the potential there, right?
Not talent.
Not the talent
Not
5.
talent 5.
Has any of these winners round 3 played yet? J12
This
beat
pool
Chef.
is so large. What? All right, okay, wait, no, J12's nice. Let me not.
J12 is nice, but beating Chef?
I just wasn't ready for that.
Chef is good.
I just wasn't ready for that. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't. Deadened players in here are popping off.
Yeah. That's a big win. The Falcon.
That's nice. The Falcon is broken.
And we'll be playing the winner of RJ versus Zachariah the Inevitable, a.k.a. Graffiti, a.k.a. Balance, a.k.a. the Wii Fit trainer of DFW.
Wii Fit trainer is
That will-
also broken.
That will be on stream at some point, as I am seeing, but it's not the next match.
This is kind of hype.
In fact, the next match that we'll be seeing will be coming after a quick break, so don't go anywhere because the action at Ultimate Shockwave 100 is going to be